Good morning, good morning, good morning. Wow, it's another day. Oh no, it's not overcast, but it's not bright and sunny yet. I'm pretty sure we're going to have beautiful spring weather here in Port Elliot, South Australia today. What day are we? Wednesday, the 6th of November. So just needed to say that to remind myself where we're at. Isn't it weird how time really does seem to fly and you lose track of what day it is very easily? Well, at this end of where I'm at in life, it certainly does that. I'm going to go across to the cards because, did I say I'm Ros Bounty Psychic Medium bringing you the daily Lenormand card spread reading? That's what I'm doing. That's because that's what I'm doing. So let's go across to the cards and have a look, see what they have for us today. Tune into your psychic senses and bring in your guiding spirits as we do this. Right, I've got the faraway look here, haven't I? I'm definitely on the usual thing that I'm showing you. Here we go. It is the Gilded Breviary Lenormand deck that we've got here, Ciro Marchetti, and this beautiful artwork that he has. Funny how we've got the cover image being one of the cards that we've got today, which is the young lady. She's in the workspace. We've got the letter in the space that I use as the theme of the day, and we've got the bear in the home space. So I'll read our card and then we can put that aside and get into the rest of the actual reading. Fortune favours the brave. So take those steps that you need to just continue onward with where you're at in your journey and take that is the positives. That is the fortune favours the brave. You're taking that step in that, we're flying free, and really doing what we need to for our own self and the life situation that we're in as well. Moving forward, we are going to be brave. We are deciding that. So that's what it is letting us know, the owls are letting us know that step that we take, any step that we take that really is feeling brave, just hold your breath, take the step and move forward in faith. I remember that, and it's from one of the Indiana Jones movies where he took the step of faith that was stepping out into what seemed to be the void over the chasms that was a gap between two cliff wall type things. It was a marvellous, marvellous message to me at the time that I was watching that. Have faith. There it was a stone bridge that was just covered, hidden, camouflaged in the way that it was built. Wonderful. And taking that step of faith really is what we need to be doing. Trust in yourself. Now, as you're taking that step too, bring your spirit guides along with you. Here we have I'm going to read the letter card first. It does look a little bit crooked, doesn't it? I'm just going to have to move that a bit. Just my Virgo and aspects don't like the crookedness. Now we have it. And yet, Spirit lays the cards really a little bit differently every time, just a smidge. We do have these connecting this morning, touching, that's how they lay. We've got the letter as being that theme for the day, so it's about communication. So have that alertness to what you are communicating, who you are saying it to, or who you are receiving it from. It can be that you are receiving energies from the people around you that you're taking in as personal when maybe it's not meant to be personally for you. Sometimes we can internalize things that aren't our business. Okay, I'm feeling that this one really is a little more probably to take it into that realm of you writing and communicating with others. Now, hi Rebel, it's lovely to see you here from over on YouTube. So am I doing free readings? This one is a general card spread reading. So still take this as if it is meant for you. So these 3 cards, in whatever question you might ask for a reading, interpret it in that vein, that this is personally for you as well, even though I say, and that could be the reason, the letter is the theme of the day. Feel into what messages you're receiving through the day from interaction with people around you, so that you can discern. It does take a little bit of judgment of what is for you or not. And sometimes it can be as simple as asking Spirit, is this actually meant for me, or is it for someone else here? It can be that direct in how you are asking those questions of Spirit from your guides. The other factor with letters too is on the other side of this envelope there is usually an address. It is directed to be delivered to someone personally. So that's the other clue that we can take from this message, that it is personal. It is writing that is handwritten. It is sealed with that wax. It is it's ink, pen and ink. It's the very infrequently we see this these days, the quill pen, and it has some sort of nib on it, have to, or it could be the older way of just using a pen knife or utility knife, a knife to cut the edge into the point that's needed for ink writing. If you haven't seen that, you might need to YouTube it, quill pen creation, that type of thing for YouTube. Anyway, so that's the theme that we have for the day today. It is that personal communication. Be discerning as whether it's for you or not, and you will be receiving some form of messaging in written form today, guaranteed. These days it can be, the instant texting, the SMSs, that type of thing. It would be so lovely to receive a handwritten letter. Maybe it's an indication you should be writing a handwritten letter to someone you love as well, or intend a private message to. Anyway, that is our main theme for the day today. Now, with the bear, good morning to Nat. Good morning to you. Lovely, lovely to have you here. And we also have Kim saying good morning, so it's lovely to have you here so early. I am early because I have my volunteer work to go to this morning, and I have a few things to do before I head off. So, like pack my lunch and that sort of stuff, the usual, that sort of, we do have some chores to do, things to follow up on, and this is where the bear is relevant in our home space. So there's always work to do of some sort that is in the home. Now, it's not, we have to keep house, basically cleaning and washing clothes, dishes, cooking, all sorts of things. Maintenance of the home if we actually own our own home. If it's a rental, keeping it nice and tidy for those times where we have our inspections. Living our life within our home space, whether we rent it or whether we own it, it is still that it is our space and place. This bear is in its natural environment, whether it's a male or female, doesn't matter. Each has their tasks to do. More especially when it's a female, it is that more nurturing and looking after the cubs and stuff like that. So we are tending to have in our societies a more that there still seems to be that older fashioned division of the woman in the home looking after the kids' babies, more has a heavier load in the home space, put it that way. And that still seems to be something that is held fairly tightly for some people. Divide as you see fit within your home space of how those balance of chores are shared, so that you're not so that each of you are feeling rested through some of the time at your home space, but also being able to maintain that is a clean and organised and comfortable space for you to call home. I'm feeling it is more around that is the physical aspect of our home spaces today. So keep an eye on what you're seeing that you need to do and do it. Share the load in whatever way suits you. I'm not going to say equally, because there's so much subjective measurements in all of that. You move this through your day in a way that suits your family and how you like to live your life in, whatever comfort zone you enjoy, and with what resources you do have, without overstretching to things you don't need, is what I'm feeling. Make it comfortable and loving, and we are in our home space probably more often than we are in workspace. Okay, so make it comfortable, bring it to being your comfort safe zone and loving space. Okay, love the space you live in. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling from the bear today. And we've got Keza has popped in as well. Good morning. And we also have Kat. So lovely to see you here, Kat, in the live too. Right, now in our workspace with a young lady, we've got her looking, you see the aspect she's looking over is these other cards, looking back into the past, looking over and contemplating what is it that's what I'm feeling, is what is it that's important in the connection of what do I love doing, where do I love being, because it is the symbolism of this red rose that is here that my eye went to straight away. And that's possibly because we have the, not matching, but we have the red dot of the wax that sits prominently on this letter. So it really is why the question, why am I working? What's the point? Sometimes it almost is the logistics of getting here to work is really difficult sometimes. And what's it, you can ask that question to yourself. You do, don't you? Is it really worth it working? And this does come from the perspective of working mother. That's where I feel it's coming from, is that a woman going back to work after children, or a man taking on a second job, or even the first one and working so hard that they're hardly seeing time with their family here in the home space. That's what I'm feeling with the message that we've got today. Feel into your workspace and bring forward that aspect of it that you love to do, because the income that you're earning is bringing forward the things that you love to have and help your family with to make life comfortable, and bringing that is that loving space, that area you love to go home to. You're wanting to keep moving things forward in progress of advancement, career, income earning capacity, and the rest to be even more comfortable, possibly. You may not work for what is the income. You may work because you absolutely love doing what you do. And keep on with that, because it really brings more joy into the home, because you're loving what you're doing for your work part of your day, to bring it home, and that energy. It self-perpetuates and grows into the home space too. Taking those breaths and allowing that energy to really be part of your day today. That self-communication too, on that energetic level. Write those beautiful little letters to yourself of encouragement, of where am I doing what, I don't know. Do you write a dear diary? Do you journal? It feels a bit like that connection as well, of really being in self, feeling that self, but it's that self that is expressing in the aspect of home space, family. It's not just the one person, it's to another, as much as we don't always, physically, we don't really write letters to ourselves. We are writing a letter to someone else. So we are connecting with others around us. So we do start with ourselves first, of course, because it's the way we live. We are in ourself, our body, ourself, but it's sharing that and being who we are to the best that we can be, and in our space with our natural skills and talents. Okay. Yes, there's certain parts of the work that you do that might be a little bit unusual, what you're not used to, but that's stretching and growing as well. So keep loving what you're doing. Find that aspect of your work that you can love, that you do love, that you can move forward and grow as well, sharing that with others. Okay, so that to me is where that reading is at. I've just got to get something out of the way there. That's where our reading is at today. So in whatever way your own space is in how you're living your life, do place those cards in respect of how you're understanding the message to be for you. Okay, because there are so many different nuances in how we can interpret any of the signs that we get from spirit, whether you're using charms, whether you're using cards, or you actually interact with them directly and get the messages via, the clairaudiences, those clairs that we actually do have ability to access. So, that's the clairsentience, clair audio, audience, clairvoyance. There's a few of them, 6 or 7 or whatever. I can't remember because we don't actually have to remember the detail. The idea is to connect with your inner self, your soul self, and spirit in whatever way that means is best for you. Okay? So, and we've got a thank you and have a wonderful day to everyone from Keza. Thank you for that, Keza, because yes, I'm winding up. I'm getting it finished, completing the reading for today. So, in essence, really, it's just being you and being the best you that you can be with all the tools and skills and talents and everything that you are, the all of you. Practice it. We're here practicing in a way, but we're living it too in real life. Each second is but one experience we've got as we move forward. We can't actually physically go back and relive it. Okay? Make it happen, make it matter now, because what we do is actually important. Thanks for being here, and I'll catch you tomorrow. It'll be probably at the more decent hour of close to 8 o'clock, as per what I've been usually doing over the years. Thank you for being here. Certainly you can go and book in for the personalised, more in-depth readings with me via the psychic.online, and you go to the readings tab. I do frequently I go to the Sea of Stars and am available there on instant calls if you so desire for that method. Both those links are in my Ros Bounty page, and I think mytimetv.live and on the YouTube channel. You go to the chat there, I think. Actually, I've never gone back to have a look-see. Maybe I should do that. Thank you so much. Keep being the best you, and namaste.